There's no way Grett is going home before Rhea. That'll just be silly. Oh. You read the title, we're doing a Grett video. If you remember, I did a Grett video a couple of months ago. And let's just say a lot of things have definitely changed. I made that video during episode 6. And Grett from episode 6 and Grett from episode 17 are two different characters. But I do kind of still stand by what I said in that video. However, in my opinion, Grett was one of the best characters in All Stars, and honestly, just done dirty. I will be talking about what I like and dislike about Grett, and most importantly, how Grett was robbed from winning. Just look at the Final Four, that's all I have to say, just look at it. Let's dive into the video. Grett had a very interesting start, very boring start. Grett was basically just there for Yul and gets insulted by him. It does make you feel bad for Grett, but that's really it. But you know deep down that Grett's eventually gonna break up with Yul. But you keep waiting and waiting, it felt like years, just seeing her keep getting insulted over and over again until episode 13, where we finally see Grett stand up for herself and dump Yul. Which, yay, confetti confetti. But in my opinion, this took slightly too long. Don't get me wrong, I get why they did it. They wanted to build her friendship with Gabby, and having Yul hurting Gabby be Grett's breaking point. Which is very nice, but just having this an episode or two earlier would have been better. This could just be a me problem, which most likely is, but Grett was almost non-existent most of the early episodes. And I'm pretty sure she had one of the least amount of lines. I guess Jake needed all those lines for pre-merge. This isn't a huge problem with Grett, just a slight one. Which was my biggest complaint in the first video. Grett just didn't do much most of pre-merge. However, Grett's character does actually get better and starts to get more focused now revolving Yul, which we first see during episode 9. She has a talk with Rhea and we get to see more of her season 1 self. She is playing more smart and being more ruthless, which is great. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I actually really like season 1 Grett, and it was kind of nice to see the side of her again. However, Grett isn't the exact same. If you remember Grett and Gabby's interactions during season 1, Grett wasn't nice to Gabby, and the character she was most mean to. So you might be surprised to see these two characters actually be friends. But you know what? It actually worked really well. Let me explain. We first see Grett convince Gabby to vote with the villains, which she does and joins the villain alliance. This makes Gabby and her have to have some interactions. You might be thinking, Gabby might be holding a grudge against Grett, cause she does kinda have a habit of doing this. We saw this with some of the team members of Cyan like Tess, Aiden, and Tom, and Dan from season 1, which might be weird how quick Gabby forgave her, but hey, at least their friendship was good. Gabby's main thing was sticking up for Grett against Yul, because Yul is still being Yul. Like mentioned before, Gabby was the main reason why she was able to leave Yul. But something I like to do with Grett's character is Grett was kinda annoyed with Gabby at the start, but does later warm up to her. So it's kinda nice to see their friendship kinda evolve, from Grett still being kinda mean to Gabby, and actually starting to appreciate how nice she is to her and their friendship. Grett starts to regret being so mean to her in the past seasons, and wonders why someone like her would help her. Someone that was so mean to you and made your life difficult was actually helping you. It was nice to see this friendship blossom and Grett get some more focus. Since we are still on Gabby, let's talk about their friendship after you left. It was pretty good. They had fun and worked well together. We even see Gabby have to fight to not sabotage Grett and not listen to the voices. It was just nice seeing these two characters happy. Definitely Grett, someone that had to deal with all Yul's crap throughout the season. But you know what? Gabby gets eliminated the same episode. We already know how annoying this elimination kind of made no sense. But it makes you feel bad for Grett. She just left Yul and now she's losing a friend? Do they hate her or something? What's going on? But overall, this friendship was really good. And was nice to see Grett have fun and actually enjoy being around someone. At this moment, it looked like Grett was going to have a good arc, and probably going to win. Let's just say that didn't happen, but let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Episode 15 and 17 I would say are Grett's best episodes, and where we see her playing the strongest, and has all the qualities to become a good winner. Grett had no one left in episode 15, she was by herself, She could work with Alec and Rhea, but she had something else planned. Let's just say Grett wasn't happy about these two just because they voted with Yul. Even though they knew how harsh Yul was to her. All the pain he caused her, and they said nothing. Don't get me wrong, I get why they worked with Yul. He's part of the Villain Alliance, and was a smart decision to keep. But I also get Grett's side of the story. They were the only ones to really see how Yul treated Grett, and really didn't do anything about it. However, this isn't fully true. We do see Alec make Yul go up to like the up the tube thing from like Henry Danger, just because of what Yul said to Grett. And we do see Rhea telling Grett to stand up for herself against Yul during episode 9. However, Grett could have easily stopped working with them and told him off. But you know what? She secretly still works with them, which is a smart decision. Actually, Grett had to deal with almost everyone, just to make sure she can make it to the finale. She helped Connor and Jake with the Immunity Idol, and later they had to pay her back a favor, and she made a promise to Allie to be the final 2. This is when we saw Grett being super smart, and Grett being the strongest player. However, this will also lead to her downfall. Hello, it's editor me. I just forgot to mention something. Something else I really like about Grett's character, I really like that she was gaining confidence as the season went on. We saw this a lot, like at the end of episode, I think it's 15, like the tree thing. That was very nice. I'm glad Grett was able to gain confidence. It was just overall nice to see this character get a lot of improvement. I can't say the same for most of the All-Star characters. Grett was doing really good during episodes 15 and 16. She was playing her cards right, definitely during eliminations. Even sending home a strong player like Alec. Grett seemed like she was going to win, no way to eliminate her. But one gamer girl will start questioning things, and it doesn't end well for Grett. Episode 17 was the most recent episode. And let's just say it was definitely an episode. But Grett was one of the few characters that was actually really good and enjoyable. We see her meet this horse, which is pregnant and has a baby. They actually have a nice connection, and we know this horse doesn't typically like people. So it was nice seeing these two work together, and was one of the best parts of this episode. However, something was lurking in the bush. Is it a rabbit? Is it maybe a cute cat? Or was it a bear? It was none of those options. It was Allie. Sadly, it wasn't a cute cat. I know, sad. We got Allie instead. Allie was really starting to question Grett, and even talk to Connor, which didn't work well, and Connor did lie. We even see Connor later warn Grett about Allie. However, I couldn't say the same for Jake. There was someone lurking in the shadows. Was it Boogeyman? Or what was it? Just what was it? Let me just cut to the point. Let me not do this again. It was actually Jake and Allie. I know, shocker. Some reason these two characters are working together, even though they hated each other almost the whole season, but now they chose to work together for some reason. I guess, but don't you guys hate each other? And Allie had the perfect chance to eliminate Jake out of all the characters. The person that she wanted to send home more than winning $3 million. They worked together and sent Grett home. I was actually shocked they did Grett this dirty. I would say Allie voting for Grett was a smart move, which it kinda is, but Allie has a huge hatred for Jake, and has wanted him eliminated since like Merge. So why now, out of all times, vote for Grett? I get that she's questioning her, but like still. But Allie really just said, you know, me and Jake are gonna become besties now. And just like that, the only good character left was gone. And I will stand by this. This was definitely meant to be a surprise elimination. The way the writing has been written so far, it clearly made it seem like Grett was supposed to win, or at least make the final 3. But you know All-Stars, they don't want to be predictable. Predictable is like so bad, we don't want that. And I will say, having a predictable winner isn't a bad thing. We saw this with characters like Heather and Priya, which are some pretty good winners. The part that made this even worse was that Grett got a letter from her mom saying not nice things about her and talk about how amazing Yul is, which is kind of weird. Like, do they watch All-Stars? All the characters are like, you want to see Yul again? Very interesting, I guess. Very interesting. And they really eliminate her the same episode. Grett really can't have happiness. She loses Gabby right after Yul, then gets eliminated right after she reads the letter. I wouldn't absolutely hate this elimination if we had better characters in the final 5. But let's just take a look at the other 4 characters. We have Jake, Connor, Allie, and Rhea. Honestly, some of the worst winner choices you could have chose. Jake has already got so much focus this season and has some of Marian's money, and is literally getting a series after All-Stars. Do we really need him to win $3 million? I honestly forgot it was $3 million. That is so much money. And they chose these 4 characters to have the chance to win in. Then we have Connor. I do like Connor. However, he is injured and a simp. You cannot tell me Connor's not a simp. Have you not seen episode 17? I do want to say something though. I've seen a lot of people call Connor a writer pet, which is true, but he's not the only writer pet. There's actually 2 other characters in the final 4, being Jake and Rhea. There are other characters I would honestly say are also writer pets, definitely Jake. Then Allie's next. She could have been a good winner if they wrote her differently. They basically made her Rhea 2.0 and caring about Jake losing more than winning. Then Rhea. Do I even have to say why? Grett was really the only good character left and would have been a good winner. She had some good development and was playing smart. But we can't have a predictable winner. I am going to say this, predictable isn't bad, and having surprise eliminations aren't bad either. But I feel like the Adventure Camp All-Stars focus too much on surprise eliminations. And you know what's the sad part? We know Jared's going to release the original elimination order after All-Stars. And I'm 90% sure it's going to be way better than what we got. Grett was a character that started off pretty rough. She was just there. But as the season went on, she got better. With her friendship with Gabby and her just being a smart player. That wasn't worried about some love triangle thing like some other characters I could say. Jake, Rhea, Connor. Grett was a really good character and had everything going for her to become a good winner. I also give credit to Vanessa for voicing this character and helping this character be one of the best. It sucks seeing her go, but at least I can say I like this character. I would honestly probably give her an A or A- tier if I was going to do the tier list. Just like that, we finished the video. Thanks for watching and see you guys later. I hope Rhea wins.